This is bull. I am loved. I am loved. This is stupid. This isn't. I am loved. I am loved. You use a mantra like that. You say it over and over and over and over, and everything else, the habits of thought, break apart. Oh, we got a double. Someone's echoing. Get that. Who is this guy? Get him out of here. Sounds like a jerk. All right, somebody repeating on me. The TV thing went on and it's delayed, so I get to say, I don't know. Maybe I should change the subject there. Anyway, Mom. So, folks, yeah, we're on YouTube now, huh? So, Jason, tell the people where to go, what the exact address is to go to YouTube, because I can never find the streaming. Never.
YouTube, KSCO Global channel. Easy.
What's that again?
It's just Google search for KSCO Global YouTube, and the first thing that pops up, that's us, and the live videos at the top.
KSCO Global YouTube. And
Yep.
well, yeah. Is that right?
That's it.
All right. And remember, folks, come down and get some of that stuff out of the garage. Hey, Jason, I had an amazing call a couple days ago. A man called, and he told me that his gray hair is turning dark. I think my hair got a little darker. I think it used to be grayer. But his hair, he's been taking the stuff, and his hair got dark. And he said, he called up like, what? I said, I don't know. I said, sometimes it happens because he was lacking the minerals and the nutrients that were necessary to keep his hair healthy.
I was losing handfuls of hair.
Sometimes it's copper, it's different things. I'm not that kind of expert, but I know about these products. Man, go get some from Jason. You need energy, or you need to fight something. Something's been trying to get me for about 4 or 5 days. Something very serious is trying to get me. It wasn't like, oh, my stomach hurts. A dread feeling through my whole body, not fear. Not fear, but just a deep not wellness, something like really dank and funky, man. I don't know what it was, but it felt like someone dying. I just took certain things and stopped eating, stopped doing all kinds of things. See, if you want to find out what it is, the first thing you do, stop everything. Stop your vitamins, stop all the different stuff you eat. Try to just eat like very simple, like some yogurt or this or that. Eat very, very simple, so you can find out what it was. Then you try a little of this, you do a little of that, and you can find out what the culprit is. Sometimes you can do that. I never fear about health, because I just intend to remain healthy all my days. I'm coming out of this, and I refuse because I know there's power greater than anything that could try to attack my body. Now, that power might not go, zap, you're well, yeah, praise. It happens sometimes. I've had it happen, and I've seen it happen. But most of the time, it'll be through the laws of nature. It'll just be you come across the right thing, or you just realize things come to you, this and that, and you beat it. In a natural way, that grace comes to you, and you're fed and you're led, and things happen. So that was good. We got a couple minutes left. Let's watch the breath. We're breathing in through the nose. We're sitting up straight. We're watching our breath, breathing right up into the forehead, gently looking in the forehead. Think the highest thought. So again, that sexual energy, that in the lower centers, it's the same energy, but it's in the lower centers, and that's like fight and flight and reproduction, and it's that kind of used for that. Well, we want to hook it and breathe it up, right up into the spiritual center in the forehead. There's another center higher, but this is good enough. The rest will happen naturally over time. So we breathe in through the nose. We look up in the forehead. We think the highest thought. Breathe up, and as you begin your breath, here's a trick. As you begin your breath, you completely, totally pay attention. And then you start to breathe in through the nose, and you watch from the very beginning, up, through the heart, through the throat, right up into the forehead. And you're looking up in the forehead, and you think the highest thought. You might not want to breathe out. Fine. Sit there. Believe me, you will breathe out when the time is right. No forcing. No popping veins. You don't want your eyeball falling out, or No, you just breathe up into the forehead. Look up in the forehead. Think the highest thought. When you're ready, you breathe out. When you're ready. You don't have to stay with me. Okay? I'm just telling you how it works, the mechanics of it. Out it comes, out, through the nose. And then leave it out. Here's another trick. It'll tip. Wait, wait, wait until it's like, I really got to breathe. Then from the very beginning, you watch it. You watch that breath. You catch it. Up, 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 up into the forehead, and it takes a lot of that funky energy up with it. It goes through the heart. It goes through the throat. It gets purified. It's up there in the forehead. Now it's stored, usable energy waiting to come out into the world as creativity, brilliance, courage, all positive strengths and qualities. So that's how we purify. And we're going to be back, God willing. Oh, all right. Somebody abducted Jason. We'll find you, Jason, even if it takes 10 years. We'll find you. All right. We'll go on a little bit then. So, I usually like to just go with the show, but I feel like I want to talk to some people. I don't know why. So if you're out there and you want to call in and speak with the most humble one, sometimes I say almost humble. ALLMOST, humble. Yeah, I'm so humble I can't stand it. All right.
Hi, it's MZ. First of all, I want to thank all of you who have donated money to keep this great station going and to give poor old beleaguered MZ some relief, and encourage those of you who have been thinking about advertising or donating to do so. The best time is now. Online at supportksco.com or via visit or snail mail to the station at 2300 Portola Drive, Santa Cruz. Now, listen up. Have you ever wanted to have a mega powerful platform to spout out whatever you want to say to an enormous audience of extremely intelligent people? You know, sort of like my mom Kay did for years with her commentaries. Well, now you can have just that, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Imagine having 2, 3, or more minutes to deliver a guest commentary on KSCO during Rush or any or many other programs. If you want to be among the first to do this on KSCO, KOMY, and all of our FM signals, for one reasonable price, email me, mz@ksco.com. That's mz@ksco.com, and be sure to leave your phone number in the email. Thanks.
Attention. Veterans Take Charge Radio, man. If you're a veteran hearing my voice right now, take charge. If you can hear my voice right now and you've ever met a veteran, take charge. If you're in the sound of my voice right now and none of that matters to you at all, you don't fall into those categories, take charge anyway.
Email veteranstakecharge@ksco.com. This is the Veterans Take Charge radio show. This Sunday and every Sunday from 16 to 1800 right here on AM 1080 KSCO.
I'm Gary Shapiro, and I invite you to join me Mondays at 7 for From the Bookshelf. Each week, I talk to authors, actors, musicians, graphic novelists, and artists about their work. It's always interesting, and you can hear it right here on KSCO, Santa Cruz, Salinas, Monterey. From the Bookshelf, Mondays.
Dun. Well, now, so Jason, someone called up and told you they had donated $100 specifically for this show, and her name was Susan. Susan.
Yes.
So Susan, they're telling me that no one gave money, one or two little donations, but no one gave $100 for this show. So please do us a favor, and let's find out what happened to that. Maybe it came in and somehow it got marked for a different show. Or maybe it didn't go through. So call Jason and tell him something, if you got a number or a transaction number, or just that you know you did it, because they looked at the PayPal and they couldn't see anything for the day you said or whatever. So get in touch and let's find out what happened. I'd like to know what happened to that $100 that was donated for KSCO. Then someone else gave 20, and some other but really there were only about, from what I can gather, there were only about 3 donations for this show. Now I know that everyone listening would really want to donate, so I think we only have like maybe 5 people listening. Jason, I think we only got 5 listeners. What's this? Another adjustment. Jason's so on the ball, I can't stand it. Thinks he's better than me. Here we go. Doing his thing. Go ahead. Oh, okay. I put these on. All right. I'm going to play some music. I got my guitar. It's getting a little strange here. Oh, no. These are the headsets that'll fall off while I'm playing, right? Yeah, let's see if they tighten. They're a little loose. I like the other ones better, but oh well. Oh, Hello. Not hearing my voice. Yeah, well, yeah, but then hold it. 1, 2. No. I wouldn't miss hearing the humble one's beautiful voice. Okay. So, oh man. Hold up. There we go. So, well, this is a song. This is a song about a low-down homewrecker. Actually, I can lift this up a little because the sound carries so well. All right, here we go. Yes. It's called Dark Heart. Wrote it a long time ago. Here we go. Head held high, body waving as you passing by. Everybody watching, hoping they might somehow catch your eye. You did it. Whoa, you broke her heart. You got him, and everyone knows you're beautiful, beautiful, but dark. Diva, 500,000 screaming, but you're still alone. You keep taking daddy from mama, but somehow you never have a home. You'll use him up, whoa, and you drop him hard. Just another laugh, another destroyed heart, and everyone knows you're beautiful, beautiful, but dark, dark heart, dark heart. She's the one who knew you when you were more than friends, but you never satisfied, you had to have it all. Couldn't stand to see a good love stand, had to stalk him like a snake and make him fall. And everyone knows you're beautiful, beautiful, but dark, dark heart. dark heart. She's the one who knew you when you were more than friends, but you never satisfied. You had to have it all. Couldn't stand to see a good love stand. Had to stalk him like a snake, make him fall. And everyone knows you're beautiful, beautiful. Dark heart, dark heart, dark heart. Yeah. All right. So these. Wait a minute. So, you know, these headsets are going in and out. These nice new ones here you got me, they're going in and out. And are they working now? They kind of we got a bad connection here. Got a bad set of headsets here. Bod. Going in and out. How can I go on? Why? Ah. Yeah, well, we accept life. You know, we accept it. We do what we can. And then we accept. It's the karma. Things happen. Things don't happen. When you realize everything's unfolding exactly as it should, then you can develop detachment. Where, yeah, it is what it is, you know. The cold shower's like, ooh, so what? Didn't kill you, you know. Or the pain or the outrageous injustice that happens. It's not fair. But here you are. You still are. But I lost all this. I lost all that. Yeah. We all lose everything in the end. So I'm not being insensitive. It's not that I don't care. It's just, you have to understand, everything is permanent about this life. Everything's permanent. No, everything's temporary. Yeah, I've been ill. I haven't been quite myself, so I'm a little sorry. Facade, as they say. Everything's temporary in this life. Everything in this world is temporary. The world itself is temporary. See? But the one who's experiencing the terribleness or the joy, up and down, life is a roller coaster ride. Even someone who's on the street and doesn't, you know, they find a half a pack of cigarettes, or they find a $10 bill on the ground, or someone buys them a meal and they go, wow, oh, that's great. You know, it's the ups and downs on every level. It doesn't matter. But when you feel like it's the end and you can't go on and this is just a pitch and I can't stand it, I don't want to live anymore and all that, yeah, just go on anyway, because none of it matters. I know it matters that the car got lost, or the dog is dead, or the husband's gone. Yeah, it matters. On this level, it matters a lot. But this level is constantly passing. And we never know what's around the corner. You know, you never know what great thing might be around the corner. But that's temporary, too. So you don't buy into the great and the good, and you don't buy into the awful and the bad. You keep that divine love in your heart. You become more and more aware of the divine. And after a while you realize you're loved. It's not a conclusion. You begin to feel it. But how can you know, if you don't have God's love in your heart, everything is a waste of time. It really is. If you don't feel that love in your heart, you're just kind of wandering around like in a wasteland, you know, someone that's kind of half there. If you point up, you know, like, yeah, I don't even believe, I don't see any God. I don't hear any God. I don't, you know, why should I believe? Well, you can choose to believe, and you can say, okay, I'm going to say, let's just say you're out there, okay? So if you're out there, I want you to show me. I want you to come to me. I want you to lead me that I get closer, that I find this truth, if there's any such thing. And then things will start to happen. If you sincerely offer, things will happen. Then when you have a couple good things and you start to become more of a spiritual person, saying, yeah, this is great, there really is an amazing thing, then the lower comes after you. Then all of a sudden things start going bad, all kinds of things happen, but you keep your faith and you cut through that. It's karma. It passes if you don't get involved. You just witness it, you say, yeah, this is life unfolding, and you let it go by, you experience it, you feel it, and you're done with it. But when people try to avoid the pain, they try to avoid the feeling and the awfulness of their situation, they run to drugs, they run to alcohol, they lash out, they get themselves arrested, and it only makes it worse. Number one rule, don't make it worse. So, if you experience it, don't run from the pain. Say, damn, that hurts, man. She took my man. He took my, she went and cheated. She did, I think, I worked for years for that, and it's gone. You feel the pain of it because it's karma. It came to you. It's karma. It's part of your destiny. So you accept it. You feel it. It's not all right with you. You're not angry about it, but you say, okay, you let it go by. You don't react. You don't bash someone's head in. You don't hurt yourself or anyone. You let it go by. Because if there was something you can do about it, like I'm fighting a 10-year legal battle, and they're starting to be very sorry they messed with me. And they're going to be more sorry as things unfold, and when certain Hollywood big shots get totally exposed for the thieves they are, and the lawyer might get disbarred because he lied. It's obvious he lied. It was right there. And he can't pretend. So they're starting to fall apart because God is king. I ain't worried about it. And win or lose, I ain't worried about it. Because I fought the fight. I made them spend a ton of money. I'm keeping them busy. And they never know. And they're starting to understand they're dealing with a magic man here. Because they don't know what's going to happen next with me. And the next thing, they might decide they got to kill me. That's logical. I've seen it happen. They might try to kill me. So I'm putting on the web that they will, that they'll try to kill me probably, and and I say right out, kill me. It's the only way this will end. You have to kill me. I'll just right out, I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. I'd love to go on living. I'm enjoying my life, but it doesn't matter. The bodies are doomed. And when you think about dying, you think about yourself dying instead of thinking about your body dying. It's the body. But we're attached to the body. Why? Because we don't have the spiritual path that allows us to create the detachment where your body's like a squirrel on a branch and you're observing it and it's doing things. But you don't feel it. If the squirrel gets hit with a rock or an arrow, you don't feel it, blah, blah, blah. But if your body gets hit, you're going to feel it. So it's that supreme level where someone could get hit or shot or whatever, but at that point the divine takes over, and it's okay. You live a life of faith, you do the best. You're going to get rocked, you're going to get socked, you're going to get ripped, you're going to get your heart broken. It's part of life. You're going to have joy, you're going to have amazing things, you're going to see some miracles. It's all part of the duality. But if you feel the pain, stay with the pain. Same with illness. I asked a very knowledgeable medicine man from India. He was their type Ayurvedic doctor, not the guru, a different man, very well respected. And I asked him, because I realized something about pain, and I said to him, if someone has a condition and they totally feel the pain, can it heal them? Can pain help heal? He said yes. So it's the same with everything, all of life. Because if you feel the pain, now the karma's passing. If the pain goes on and on and on, there's nothing you can do. That's the karma. Well, it might take someone into the grave. Well, there it goes. At least you're done with that old body, So I just don't worry about it. And I invite them to kill me. I invite them. I want them to, because that'll definitely be the end of them. And it doesn't matter to me. I've lived my life. I'm fine. But, I like doing the radio show. I like people I know. God bless Michael Swerling. He is a community man. And he is a giant. He is a giant as a person, and he is a giant to this community. And we love him. And he cares about this station. And his biggest concern when we spoke was, what if they all lose their jobs? That was his biggest concern. It really was hurting him. What's he going to do? Beautiful person. So let's go out with a little song. I don't know what I'll play. How great, cannot say. Whoa, how you like that?
We got 10 seconds.
How great, I cannot say. When there is no hope, you find a way.
KSCO, Santa Cruz.
Yes, President Trump is demanding senators vote again on repealing Obamacare or risk an end to government subsidies to help insurance companies cover the cost of low-income patients. Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price on ABC.
We've got premiums up, we've got deductibles up, we've got insurance companies fleeing the market. The president understands that that Obamacare right now is not working for the patients across this land, and that's what he wants to fix. That's what his passion is.
Maine Republican Susan Collins on CNN.
It really would be detrimental to some of the most vulnerable citizens if those payments were cut off.
CBS News Chief Washington correspondent John Dickerson.
Scolding Republicans more did not work when it came to health care. And so if he's just going to do that more and more loudly, I'm not sure that's a route to success.
The U.S. responds to another North Korean ICBM launch.
2 huge Air Force B-1 bombers flew near North Korea along with military planes from South Korea and Japan. All that a show of force after North Korea's latest test firing of a long-range missile.
They'd finished their time over the peninsula with a low pass over Osan Air Base, just as a sign of commitment to our allies and partners in the region before returning back home to Anderson Air Force Base, Guam.
Air Force spokesman Major Phil Ventura. Tom Foti, CBS News, Washington.
In a tweet, U.S. Ambassador to the UN Nikki Haley says China must act and Japan and South Korea must increase pressure. In Australia, Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, after police in Sydney arrest 4 suspects in a plot to blow up an airplane.
While it is important that Australians are aware of the increased threat, be assured we have the finest security and intelligence services in the world, and they are working, as is my government and all our governments around Australia, night and day to keep Australians safe.
It looks like it won't be a quick fix for the powerless in North Carolina. CBS's Jim Krasula.
Officials on North Carolina's Outer Banks have discovered that all 3 main power transmission cables to Hatteras and Ocracoke Islands have been damaged. They were cut by a construction crew working on a new bridge. Tourism-related businesses are taking a huge economic hit at the peak of vacation season, with some 70,000 visitors chased off the islands.
A movie about World War II takes the box office again. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk is the bestseller for the second week in a row with $28 million. The animated Emoji Movie debuts at number 2 with $25 million. If you can't get to the Vatican to hear them, it's the next best thing. The Sistine Chapel Choir kicks off its first U.S. tour in 30 years with stops in New York, Washington, and Detroit. This is CBS News.
I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch, where you can get the world's most comfortable sheets for less than half of what you'd pay in the store. Our sheets are made from 100% organic cotton and get softer over time. Even 3 U.S. presidents have Boll & Branch sheets. Try them for 30 nights. If you don't love them, send them back for a full refund. Go to bollandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping with promo code SLEEP. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. That's bollandbranch.com, promo code SLEEP.
Ransomware is software that can infiltrate your business through email, enabling cyber criminals to hijack sensitive information as ransom for your own data's release. Leveraging Barracuda email security with advanced threat detection can stop a ransomware attack in its tracks. As an added measure, Barracuda Backup allows you to recover your data without having to surrender to extortion. Crime doesn't pay when you protect your business data with Barracuda. Go to barracuda.com/ransomware to learn more.
Good morning. You're listening to AM 1080 KSCO Santa Cruz, FM 104.1, 107.9 in San Jose, 95.7 Salinas and Watsonville. KSCO.com, KSCO.SF, ZBSradio.com. 11:04 on a beautiful Sunday morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's get a quick look at the traffic. Also, a reminder, if you guys have not already done so, please come pick up your Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0 or original Healthy Start packs. In fact, if you need a Healthy Start pack, today is the perfect day to come by. Or if you need some tangy, great day to do so. We're here for you. 2300 Portola Drive. Dave is in the cave right now. Do not miss out. Come get in on the action. Longevity. It's good for you. 11:05, let's get a look at the traffic. Highway 17, southbound heavy through Las Gatas. Backed up to Campbell. Highway 1, heavy northbound from Rio Del Mar to 41st. Highway 101, heavy southbound, backed up. Oh, geez. 101 is terrible right now. Basically from the 85 on down to Tennant, Maston. You're doing about 5 miles an hour. Littered with accidents. A couple there at the 85 and a few more up the road. Definitely be on the lookout. 101 southbound. Not a great ride. Especially up there near Gilroy and Morgan Hill. Otherwise, major roadways checking in pretty much clear. Moss Landing a bit heavy in the usual spot. You'll be fine past the bridge. Otherwise, one looks good through Monterey County. It's 11:06. Time for Hour 2 of Spirit of America Rising with your host, Humble Brian the Great. And we are streaming live on YouTube at KSCO Global.
Here we have verse 30. Yeah, they call it Sloka 30, huh? And the Bhagavad Gita. All you rip-roaring devout Christians, quick, change the channel. Could be the devil. Could be the devil reading his stuff to you. Run. People, real people who know Jesus and real spiritual people do not fear evil. And they're not busy looking for the devil. They're too busy looking for God. So here we have, even the vilest sinner, if he worships me with exclusive devotion, should be regarded as righteous, for he has rightly resolved. Interesting, huh? Even the vilest sinner, if he worships me, it was all he then, but it's he or she. With exclusive devotion. Well, that's interesting. Well, I worship the one living God with exclusive devotion, and all other forms and ideas and names come from that. I know it's so. I don't care what anyone believes or says. That's how it is. There's one source to everything. Should be regarded as righteous, for he has rightly resolved. Exclusive devotion to the self, God, all right, by even the vilest sinner, redeems that sinner from sins caused by evil actions and opens the gate of liberation. I'm glad to hear that. I've been really beating up on myself lately. We look through the past and we remember the things we did bad. We remember the times we really hurt people, really did. How could I have done that? How could I have said that? And we suffer, but we don't remember the good as much. We don't remember the good things we did and the times we tried to be good and all. So there's two sides to every story. Now it says, all right, so exclusive devotion to the self-God by even the vilest sinner redeems that sinner from sins created by evil actions and opens the gate of liberation. Then it says, should be regarded as righteous. All thoughts, good or bad, are in the mind, and thoughts create action. Sounds like that guy on the station. Hence, it is the state of mind possessed by evil thoughts that creates a sinner and not the person. If the mind of a wicked person changes and becomes devotional, doesn't mean you become a saint and totally pure and you never make any mistakes. It means you become devotional. In other words, you acknowledge, you honor, you seek the higher things. Then the actions of that person will automatically change and become virtuous. Whoa, there's even hope for me, Jason. There's even hope for me. That's good. I'm not kidding. If the mind of a wicked person changes and becomes devotional, then the actions of that person will automatically change and become virtuous. Yeah, it might take a while, but little by little it happens. We keep catching ourselves because, we're looking for the truth and we keep seeing. A wicked person whose mind changes to a devotional path will constantly dwell on the thought of the self-God because that person has already experienced the pains caused by worldly desire. Yeah, it's like, I'm done with it. I don't want this anymore. Try it once more. So it's like you're in the pit, and like you can get out of the pit like some master throws you a line, a rope, and you climb out. He helps you up, or you climb out. You claw and climb out yourself. Different ways you get out of that pit. Then you're up there on a higher ground, and you're dealing with things, and every now and then you remember the pit, something about it that appeared to be good, some kind of pleasure or something. So you go back toward the edge of the pit, you go back and then you say, no, and then you go back more. You go back, but sometimes someone slips and tumbles back down in the pit, and then they're like, oh yeah, then they really know again, I do not want this. I do not want these people. I do not want this kind of pain in life. So again, he finds a way out of the pit, claws and climbs, and a true master might throw him a rope again because they're full of compassion. And then he gets out and he says, I'm not going near that thing again. I'm not even going to look down. I don't want to remember it. I'm going on. In fact, there's another hill up there. I'm going to get even higher. So that's how it works. You have to, we have experiences, and at some point we say, no, this ain't working. There's got to be something better. And matter of fact, that's a song I'm going to get up that's perfect to play. All right, I'll get to that. So here we have, will automatically change if the mind of a wicked person changes and becomes devotional. It means you try, you go to little happenings, you read high things, you hang with different people. You hang with drunkards, you're going to drink. I'm trying to stop drinking, but you keep hanging with drunks. How are you going to stop drinking, etc.? Then the action of that person will automatically change and become virtuous. Will constantly dwell on the thought self of God because that person has already experienced the pains caused by worldly desire. In the mind of that person, there will be no desire to achieve any worldly object of enjoyment by sinful means. Yes, so you find out that, that's the problem of wanting something too bad. Here, I'll read more, then I'll talk about it. This is true even though such a person was previously sinful, wicked, and cruel, and had no control over the sense organs or control over passions for worldly objects. When that person chooses the path of devotion to the Lord, such a person should be considered righteous and saintly. Like what I say, intending to be righteous. Honestly intending to be righteous is righteousness. I said that many times, and now here it is. Nice to see. For he has rightly resolved. This means a person's spiritual capacity will develop because of the person's higher resolve, and the person will succeed in achieving self-realization. The Lord does not condemn or prohibit a sinner from adopting the path of devotion because of impure and evil actions in the past. It's like, just come home. It's like Jesus says, just let me love you. That's the biggest message of Jesus. Just let me love you. That's all. Come on. Whosoever will may come. Just let me love you. Beautiful. Whatever you think he was or is, or that's a beautiful offer. And he certainly had power. So I don't mind having a friend like Jesus. I'll tell you that. Devotion, impure and evil actions in the past. The only condition required for redemption is that one worships the self, God. That's the one, the self that all selves come out of. So they call it the self with a capital S. God with exclusive devotion. In essence, this verse is emphasizing 2 points: exclusive devotion to God and right resolve. Anyone who establishes their aim to achieve redemption and follows the path of devotion to God with one-pointedness will inevitably be successful, whether their minds are presently full of virtue or vice. So you see, I shouldn't beat up on the spiritual people so much, because most of them are really seeking, and if they're okay with God, then maybe I should lighten up a little bit. Maybe I don't quite know everything. No, Jason, really, maybe. No, stop crying, man. Maybe I don't know everything. Jason's very devoted. Okay. I think I'm going to play some more music. I'm tired of all this. I'm going to play some nice music, some clever songs, some pretty songs. I'll think of something. Let me get the guitar. Hang on now. This will only be a moment. Will only be. Got my 12 string here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm coming. Now, what am I going to play? What am I going to play? What have I not played for so long? This is for my Babaji. Yeah. God bless him. All right, got my headsets on, got my microphone somewhat low. Hold on, I'll lower it. Pops right back up. All right. Wish everything popped right back up like that. Here we go. All right. This is for my Babaji. Old news gets thrown away. Old flowers, they do fade. And old songs make you cry. But old friends just get you by. And new love, they come and they go. Yes, they will. And it seems like you never know who's for real. And acquaintances, they ask you why. But old friends just get you by. Here's to my old friend. Here's to my old friend. Here's to my old friend. Gets me by and by and by. Babaji. Oh, Babaji. He reached out in the darkness and his hand took mine. He silently reminded me, old friends get you by. Old friends get you by. Here's to my old friend. Here's to my old friend. Sometimes I stop and I think about the time I stood trembling out on the brink. I reached out in the darkness, falling from almost 2 stories, and his hand took mine, floating He silently reminded me, old friends get you by. Here's to my old friend. Here's to my old friend. Here's to my old friend. Got me by and by and by. Oh, Bobby G. Oh, Bobby G. I reached out in the darkness and his hand took mine. He silently reminded me, old friends get you by. Old friend get you by. I'll remember, Bobby G. Here's to my old friend. God bless you. Here's to my old friend. Thank you. Get me by and by and by. Old friends just get you by.
So you finally decided to start taking a vitamin supplement. Those chewables and tablets are fine if you don't mind paying for something that is only absorbed about 4 to 6%. However, a liquid supplement can have a 90% absorption rate if you choose the right one. Youngevity offers a wide variety of liquid supplements with a 90% absorption rate or more. Beyond Tangy Tangerine may be the best one ever invented. It starts as a liquid that is freeze-dried like those instant coffees into a crystal. Then all you have to do is add a couple of scoops to water. No refrigeration, no fuss, no mess. Not only do you get a complete multiple vitamin, Beyond Tangy Tangerine also has minerals, and it tastes fantastic. You'll want to drink it all day long. So the next time you reach for a vitamin supplement, reach for Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Youngevity. For more information or to order, call Andy or Phyllis Anderson at 888-245-0300. That's 888-245-0300.
The Old is New Sunday from 8 to 5 at the 46th Annual Moss Landing Street Fair. Get your family, friends, and everybody in the neighborhood and get in on all the fun halfway between Monterey and Santa Cruz. Enjoy over 200 antique, vintage, and artisan craft booths, lots of great food and drink, live music, and free parking. Full day tickets only $5, kids under 12 are free. Go for all the fun at the 6th Annual Moss Landing Street Fair Sunday 8 to 5. Don't miss out on the Sunday fun in Moss Landing.
Captain Dave Michaels here, inviting you to join us for some fun aboard Flight 1080.
Flight 1080, 180 minutes of Mach speed talk radio.
The ladies love the crew on Flight 1080.
I listen to 1080 so I can hear the same exact traffic every day.
Flight 1080, where you can unload your baggage for free.
And I listen because it's the only station that comes in.
Flight 1080 for your last choice in radio.
Flight 1080, keeping you lifted through your afternoon rush hour.
Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., right here on KSCO.
Hi, everyone. It's Dick Scapatoni for America's Oldies But Goodies. Sandy Dean has been with Jay and the Americans since the early 60s, and the hits never stop coming. Cara Mia, This Magic Moment, and Come a Little Bit Closer. I've got a ton of questions for Sandy, and he has a raft load of 60s rock stories for us this Sunday at 3 on KSCO AM 1080, KOMY 1340, and KSCOSF.com.
get you by.
We must have unity. We must open our hearts to each other. If I can open my heart and you can open your heart and we can learn to love, that's the miracle. That's the miracle. Love storm through your heart. Love storm through your mind. Love storm touching everyone you know. Starts with you and your little circle and your family. Starts at the counters in the stores. Starts when you're disappointed, when things don't seem to work out. Forgive somebody. Love somebody. Touch somebody. Give to somebody. Do it through the day. That's the love storm.
Made in China. Shots from China. Heaven or hell. Great Wall Pharma needs something to sell. Shots from China. Can't refuse them. They change the ingredients. You still got to use them. Border stoops. Pushing it through. They don't care about your kid. They don't care about you. Autism flying. Mothers are crying. Brain damage skyrockets while they're filling their pockets. 50 vaccinations from the land of the commie. What the f***'s up? Better ask Bill Monty. Here's a big question you have to ask. What will happen if HB 277 pass when there's nowhere to hide? Because a needle will find you. Is your baby's future made in China? Call the Board of Supervisors. Call Bill Monty. Remember America, Sundays, 10 till noon. Sunday, 10 till noon.
Yeah, call Bill Monty. Call the Board of Supervisors. What a joke. And they don't have to worry about getting reelected because they know the elections are fixed. They're going to count the votes like Stalin. That's what the commies do, like Stalin. Yeah, I don't care. Let them vote, just so I can count the votes. Yeah. That's what's going on. Corruption everywhere. Now they've uncovered a big election thing. It's a big thing just breaking that they're finding stolen votes by the Democrats big time all over. There's people going to start going to jail, folks. This is going to happen. Some of you out there that are listening just for the spiritual end, but you think Obama was sent from heaven and you think Hillary really should be the president, you know, you have some kind of mental illness. You need to seek help. And, you know, you just don't get what's going on. So, you know, you don't want to believe it anyway. You know, Saul Alinsky, your teacher, another bad one. You got Madoff. You got, you know, one after another doing wrong with the abilities God gave them. All right. Now here's another. Let's see what's on this one. I'm fooling around today, folks. Just fooling around a little bit here. Let's see what's this. I feel like playing some of this old stuff. I think it's better than me talking. Let's see what's on here. Let's have a look. What we got here? Nothing? What? Oh, no. That's the wrong. No. We want the flash drive. It ain't in there? Oh, I didn't get it in there. Why doesn't it go? Hold on. We have a technical thing here. Hang on. All right. This is a crazy show today. Crazy show. All right. Well, the show ain't crazy. Nothing wrong with the show. It's whoever's running it. And now I have undone by changing these. I have knocked out the screen here. All right. So, we're waiting to get back to what I was saying. So we're praying, you're trying. Why doesn't anything happen? Where's God? La, la, la. Waiting for something to happen. And here's a little tip for you, okay? You think you're waiting for God, but God is waiting for you. Waiting for you to change your habits, change the things that keep leading you away from your higher self. It's not a religious matter. It's almost like scientific. How things work. Now let's see what we got here. What's we got here? We got a few different things here. No. All right, KSCO. Oh, here's we got that one. No. What's this? Humble. This is a spot here. Let's see what this one is. No good. I'm searching around here like a fool. Oh, no. Where's all my... Oh, well, got the wrong one in here. It ain't happening. Money World, huh? The original Money World. I'll be darned. The original Money World. From the 1977 Energy album. And you might hear a familiar little chorus there. What we got? Is it working? What's going on? We got it playing. Oh, no. Whoa. Working 9 to 5.
They lock you up, son. Don't lose hold when you start unfolding it. Keep control of it. Don't sell your soul for it. Working 9 to 5. Just to stay alive. Nothing overtime. Got them living only to survive. Got the people working 9 to 5.
Crazy if you let it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's a jungle out there. It's a jungle. All right, so that flash drive, nah, I'm done with that. Get out of here. You get out of here. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. Pull that one out. All right. Let's see what else we got. I got another one. I got one more here. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. If you feel like calling in and talking, go ahead. I wouldn't mind talking to someone. I feel a little different today. Maybe because I'm dying. I don't know. We'll see. You might not have the humble one to kick around anymore. There it is. Man, these flash drives. I love the flash drives. I tell you, those. I had old CDs, no scratches, nothing. Just sitting in stores. You go to play them, they don't work. Not always, but I mean, the flash drives are very reliable. The only thing is keeping track of them. Here we go. Open. Yeah, I got a bunch of them missing. I'm not sure what happened to them. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is exactly what I need right now. Everybody, hang on, watch your breath, praise the Holy One. Here we go.
Okay, everybody get together now. I want to see together.
Entire cast of hair on my song. Glory, glory. That's what we need today. We need a little glory, glory. Oh, yeah. Glory, glory. Praise God. Yes. Oh, yeah. Praise God. Praise your Holy One. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Glory, glory. I know the sun's about to rise. Glory, glory. Where you gonna be? What you gonna say? Glory, glory. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then there was a bunch of kickback because the whole cast of hair came and sang on that session and they didn't have permission from, but it was too late. Robin McNamara. Yeah, that was a wonderful session. There was something in the air, though. I don't know, it was kind of funny. Something in the air. Whole cast of hair. Crazy session. Giant RCA studios. Ceilings 40 feet high. Wild, wild time. So, there's a lot going on. There's a lot being uncovered. I think some people are finally, I think they're packing, getting ready to leave the country. That's what they're going to have to do. And let's get a report here from freedom fighter Fran and see what she's got to tell us. Fran, what's up now?
Trying to watch you for the first time on YouTube, and I don't understand this white circle that keeps coming in and going around and freezing everything. So I just thought I'd let you know because I'm incompetent on the computer.
I think it's probably the angels of the Most High just trying to watch the, I don't know.
Well,
what is it, Jason? What we got? It's probably your computer.
But it could be, or my own ignorance. Nonetheless, I wanted to share a few things, but I will send you an email. I didn't understand where you said verse 30 from a book you were reading, and I wasn't sure what the book was.
No. That's the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lots of wisdom in it. Lots of wisdom.
Oh, that. Okay, I don't know what that is.
That's an ancient book. You know, it was written in Sanskrit, and Hebrew came out of Sanskrit. You know, the Jews started out in India. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
They were cast out of India for some problems. It's their karma, I guess, always to be, you know. So then they were cast out of India, and they were the Yuds. They were the Yuds, and then the Yadus, and then they became the Jews. So, yeah, very interesting.
That was all before my time, since I'm only 29.
Well, I used to say to Krishna, you know, we used to sit there and I say, you know, Krishna, no, go ahead. So what do you got for us?
I got a lot. a couple things that you'd been saying, the Lord showed me this weekend. You know, as in with Job, who was a righteous man.
Yep.
And eventually, after the Lord let Satan have Adam, he did understand that righteous as he was, he abhorred himself, which I think is really interesting, because it's not the hatred and condemnation that Satan heaps on us. It's drawing closer to the light of the Lord, which shows us our own flaws and failings. So we begin to understand what's in our own heart. Remember, he sometimes has to obliterate self, S-E-L-F, so that he can make a better self and bring us to a better
Well, yeah,
place.
if you're taking something apart to rebuild it or leaving one place to go to another, then in a sense the old place is done. I mean, it's like it died. You're gone, you know. You're not there anymore. So what else? What's going on politically, you think? I mean, there's some big things brewing now. They're starting to get some serious. And I think, you know, Trump beating up on Sessions like that, it didn't seem to make sense. But now Sessions is coming out. They're going after everybody. And, you know, it could be just they did that to make it make sense and look good. Or maybe he had to kick some butt and say, I want you to start acting like a vigorous attorney general. Let's go. There's snakes out there and I want them up on my wall or whatever. So, yeah, tell me, what do you got to bring us here? You got anything to tell us?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. And, of course, they will keep attacking Trump. The main reason is a spiritual reason, that he said he will allow pastors to preach the truth.
Oh yeah.
On
Well,
the
a lot of
airwaves.
things. He's blowing their game. He's ruining the worldwide game. The whole world was against him in the primaries. The whole world was against him in the election, and the whole world's against him now. The only thing he has are a few righteous reps in there and the American people. That's all he has. And then there's an ocean of dummies that just think no matter what you mention Trump, everything's wrong, everything's bad, can't do anything right. Meanwhile, he's cut down the invasion almost completely. The invasion over our country. Oh, he hates Mexicans. No, I hate rapists. I hate heroin. I hate drug dealers. I hate pimps who enslave women. I hate child molesting and child trafficking. I hate the trash that comes over. And it's a shame for the good, beautiful, wonderful Mexican people and their families that it's a reflection on them and they don't like it either.
Well, Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson, who is here in Los Angeles, has written a couple of books about the lie of racism. All it is hatred and becomes a political
Yeah,
tool.
I saw it. We all saw it being cultivated. I mean, yeah, there's some things here and there. There's some yahoos here and there. But basically, America pretty much overcame racism. And I watched Obama and the first black president yell racism. Black, man of color, racism. The first brown attorney general yelling racism from day one. But anyway, anything else to say? Because I'm going to get to Richard in Salinas, who's waiting.
Real bad guys who have looted us
Yep.
and are still looting us and need to be in prison. We'll have to leave it at that so you can get to another caller.
They'll have to. They're going to have to free the country. They're going to have to flee the country. You know. All right, I'm going to go to Richard in Watsonville now. Nice to hear from you, Fran. Take care. May God bless you. Wishing you well.
Right back at you.
Thanks. Take all the help I can get. Here's Richard in Salinas. Richard, what do you have to say to us, or what do you have to say for yourself, and why is this mouse not... There we go. You there, Richard?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Hi, what do you got to say?
When I went to Salinas High School in the early 60s,
Yeah.
in my junior year, our English textbook had a chart on the back that was called the Indo-European languages,
Mm-hmm.
and it started off with Sanskrit, and then it went to each language on the tree, and then down on the end was English, and then American English. So I guess Hebrew and English both have the same family tree.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Sanskrit, yeah.
Most of the religions started in India. Buddhism started in India. Christianity, I don't know what the story there was. Well, it's Middle East. Yeah.
Didn't Jesus disappear for about 15 years?
Yeah.
A lot of people think he was in
Yeah,
India.
I read up on that, and they say, what I read said that he went to India, and naturally he ran into trouble with the established religious people, the priests and all. He told the untouchables, you can turn your eyes up to God and pray the same as anyone else, and they were forbidden from praying. If their shadow passed over you, it was like a major offense. I mean, real evil.
Yeah, that was the death penalty down there at that time.
Deep ignorance, deep, dark ignorance. And Jesus came in there, the blazing light that he is, and he told the truth, and he rocked them and socked them, and he had to leave India or they were going to kill him there, and it wasn't his time to go because he had to do what was next in the Middle East. But that was interesting in India. You imagine that, them hearing that from him? Yeah, he was in India for sure. And then he went to Tibet, and because they found under ruins of an ancient Tibetan monastery a manuscript about Saint Isa. They called him Saint Isa from Israel. And he taught them about their scriptures. He looked at their scriptures and he told them what was really going on, and they loved him. And then at the end of that, it said, a terrible evil was done in the land of Israel. They killed Saint Isa. So Jesus has been around. Yeah, that's true. That's a true thing. Yeah, he's been around.
You know the spiritual music you played?
Yeah.
Are the people that are going to leave the country shortly because they're in trouble? They might want to play that on their headsets on the airliner before it takes off.
Glory, glory.
Yeah. It might give them some comfort for what they're going to face in the future.
Nothing's going to.
I guarantee you, everybody involved in this, their phones have been tapped and stuff since the day Trump took office, because he's more than a little vindictive, I think, and he's not stupid either.
He goes after his enemies, but
yes,
I do believe he loves the country. I think he loves
does.
freedom. I think he saw what was going on, and he saw that somebody had to step up. I've been in that position. Everyone has. It's like, why don't they just tighten the screws there? And you grab a screwdriver and you tighten the damn screws. Done. You know what I mean? Whatever, and you got that feeling like no one will, and so Trump stepped up to try to save the country. I believe he's sincere. He ain't perfect, but I think his heart is good, and I absolutely believe God is with him. I absolutely believe he has that God power.
I do too, and I think his third wife is almost saintly.
Oh.
The way she appears, the way she acts, and I think Trump, without being overboard, I think he's in a way he's very Christ-like.
Yeah, he's
up with a lot of pain
something very special going with him, and you got all these heavy Christian preachers. And let me tell you something: the Christian preachers who are heavyweights, and a lot of them in the little unknown churches, I've seen it and I've felt it. Real power, real God power. I've seen it. I've seen amazing things, and with myself and witness with others. When they lay hands and pray, it's a force. It's a real thing, and he lets them. Then recently, in the midst of a big like crisis, they just happened to be in D.C., a bunch of them, and he said, they called him or something. He said, why don't you come over? And next thing you know, they're all laying hands on him again, and all those people are praying for him constantly. I pray for him every day. I beg God for him, not only to keep him safe and help him, but to keep him healthy and strong and on the right track. If you want to pray for the president, even if you hate him, pray for him. If you don't believe in God, send spiritual energy that he have to do the right thing, that he make the right choices, that his heart stays pure. And that's what you should be doing, instead of hating the pilot who's flying your plane or hating the surgeon who's operating on you, hoping they'll fail. This is the death wish I talk about. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. You're like the Marine Corps, because they say, appreciate what you have, don't dwell on what you don't have.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And at least our country has President Trump.
Yeah, and we got a lot of good people, and we still got a lot of freedom. At some point, there might have to be 5 or 10 million people in Washington, D.C. peacefully sitting down everywhere. Maybe it'll have to come to that, where nothing moves in that whole town. No stairway, no elevator, no doorway, no road. The American people might have to go and just say, it's over. But then who will be the leader? That's the problem. Some rat will step up and pretend he's good, and the powers that be will slyly slip him in. Same crap again.
Maybe Senator John McCain can take over.
He crawled out of the hospital to try to hurt Trump. He's so jealous. He thinks he should be president. We'll soon be rid of that bag of crap pretty soon.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be glad. But we have these discussions. In the end, it all comes back around. Until the great one comes, it ain't going to be right. The world's not getting better. We're lucky we got a hero and a fighter who's devoted to our country and freedom, and we're lucky to have him, but the world isn't getting better. It's not going to get better. until the great one comes. It's obvious. It's unfolding. People can believe or say whatever they want. I see it. We're waiting for the great one to come. But like I said earlier, the great one's waiting for us too. You know, God's waiting for us to turn.
Right.
And people say, oh, all that religious stuff, it ain't religious. It's cause and effect. Throw something in the air and see if it comes down again. If it doesn't come down, I apologize. I was wrong about everything. If it does come down, you better think hard about how things work, eh? Right?
I'm glad I got to hear you today. Thank you.
Oh, great, man. I felt like this show was like, I said to Jason, this show's all this stuff. If it wasn't for Jason, I couldn't do anything. Jason is my
one more
wingman.
thing.
What?
One more thing. They have a Sanskrit program at UC Berkeley, and it usually has about 8 to 10 beginners in it.
Well, if you want to, you can be a totally devoted Christian. You can sit there and think about Jesus the whole time. Nobody cares, and it'll only help. They have a class every Thursday at Pacific Cultural Center. Starts at 8:30 in the morning, where they read from these old books, and it's not like they're not trying to get anyone to believe this or that or to worship like this or that. It's just like I do. It's fascinating. It's real knowledge and wisdom in there, and why shouldn't we hear from it once in a while? You can go Thursday to Pacific Cultural Center at starts at 8:30. You can get there a little earlier. Real sweet people. They read a couple of these verses like I did, and then they read the translation. They read it in Sanskrit first, and they read the translation. They do a few of them, and then they have discussion. Used to be questions and answers when Babaji was there. Whoa. But I remember a lot of what he said, and I have a lot of it written down, that I read sometimes, which I forgot to bring today. It's in a different, I got to put it in with the same container here as my books, and I won't forget it. But it's all exactly as it should be. But it's fascinating. And then people argue back and forth, and that was the place where I said, they were talking about violence, and I said, when is nonviolence a sin? And they were like, what? And I said, when a rabid dog is on top of someone trying to maul them and kill them, and you don't pick up a board and break the dog's back and and hit that dog hard, that's a sin. So I get answers like, well, maybe it was the guy's karma. Maybe he was just getting what was coming to him. Then another one recently said to me, well, maybe he needed to go through that experience. Now, we can take that a little further. And that was a very sweet person that I really like, a good, decent person. But they don't always see the whole picture, So it's like, all right, let's take that a little further. Maybe they needed to go through that. So maybe America, maybe we shouldn't be so proactive. Maybe we shouldn't be so, with the border and the wall. Maybe America needs to go through getting completely overrun. Maybe America needs to go through everything crumbling. No boundaries, no righteousness, no decency. Everything becomes like a cesspool. It becomes Tijuana. Maybe America needs to go through completely failing, completely falling apart, completely go. Maybe we need to go through that. Let's take it a little further, and we'll all just say it's all good. No, it ain't all good. So anyway, I should have told you from the start there. Let me see. Richard, sorry. I should have told you from the start, Richard. Don't get me started. We're breaking now. Nice call, man. Thanks for calling.
You are. Thank you.
Hi, it's MZ. First of all, I want to thank all of you who have donated money to keep this great station going and to give poor old beleaguered MZ some relief. And encourage those of you who have been thinking about advertising or donating to do so. The best time is now. Online at supportksco.com or via visit or snail mail to the station at 2300 Portola Drive, Santa Cruz. Now, listen up. Have you ever wanted to have a mega powerful platform to spout out whatever you want to say to an enormous audience of extremely intelligent people? Sort of like my mom Kay did for years with her commentaries. Well, now you can have just that, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Imagine having 2, 3, or more minutes to deliver a guest commentary on KSCO during Rush or any or many other programs. If you want to be among the first to do this on KSCO, KOMY, and all of our FM signals, for one reasonable price, email me, mz@ksco.com. That's mz@ksco.com, and be sure to leave your phone number in the email. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report. I don't know if you feel a little sluggish in the middle of the afternoon like I do, but if you do, I'm going to suggest you try Pollen Burst. It's an orange-flavored energy drink that comes in a packet, and it tastes a lot like that other orange drink the astronauts used to drink. You know the one. Pollen Burst contains vitamins A, B1, B3, B6, B12, pantothenic acid, vitamin D3, and gluconolactone, all designed to give you an energy boost that can last for hours. Pollen Burst comes in a box of 30 packets for $56 or 2 boxes for $100, and you can order it right now at KSCOteam.com. The next time you feel tired and need a little boost, skip the coffee, soda, or candy bar and mix up a cold glass of Pollen Burst and do your body some real good. Go to KSCOteam.com.
Oh, that's funny. I used to end every show saying, don't be ashamed of God, and he won't be ashamed of you in your hour of need. I just opened the Bible. I like to do that sometime, and here's my thumb. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. That means you want something so much that you do anything for it. You break through. Oh, but he's not happy. You know, his wife's a bitch, and he's not happy. You know, so you go and you go after the man, and you go with him, you know. And usually he'll dump you and go back home. It's almost always a heartbreaking mess with a married man. So you want it so bad that you give up everything for nothing. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake, and the gospel's the same, shall save it. Same principle. For what shall it profit a man or a woman if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Everything in the world is temporary. Your soul is eternal. No one can take it from you, but you can take it from yourself. You can throw it away, so to speak. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Too late, too late. I'll give you all the gold. What gold? You're nobody now. You're not a big guy now. Your body's gone, and you're here now having to, answer for some things. Well, I'll give up everything. Everything's already gone. It's too late. Whosoever, therefore, shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. And then here's something. And after 6 days Jesus taketh with him Peter and James and John, and leadeth them up into an high mountain, apart by themselves. So get the scene here. They're up on a high mountain now, and he was transfigured before them. Imagine seeing this. And his raiment became shining, exceeding white as snow, so as no fuller on earth can white them. And there appeared unto them Elias with Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. And then it goes on there. It's amazing things, amazing things. So, I don't believe in the Bible. Well, yeah. Well, you look at it here and there. Look at it here and there. It's a magic book. If you just open it, it might just open to something where you say, what? You know, and it blows your mind. All right, so we got 2 minutes. We haven't done enough. All right, remember, you're going to hook that. What, we got a call here? Who's there? Who dares? Hey, Susan, if you're listening now, the one who called in about the $100 donation, call up Jason and tell him what happened. They're saying it never happened. And I don't believe it never happened. I think there's some mix-up or something. All right, we're watching the breath up into the nose. Remember the trick. You wait. Blow. Let's begin this way, in fact. Blow out all the breath out, all the breath out. And wait. Wait until you absolutely have to breathe. Not crazy, vein popping. Just all the breath out. You're looking up in the forehead. Wait. And then when it's like, I gotta breathe now, then in through the nose, and you hook that, pay attention from the very beginning, you hook that energy. Up through the heart, through the throat, right up into the forehead. You're looking up in the forehead, thinking the highest thought. Whatever your path, whatever your beliefs, think the highest thought. Doesn't matter. Then, when you're ready, the breath comes out. You watch it through the nose, always through the nose, watching. Now, wait, and then hook it when you're ready. From the very beginning, from down below, up, you pull that energy up, all the way up into the forehead, gently looking up in the forehead, thinking the highest thoughts. Distractions will come. Ignore them. Right back to the breath. The breath is your anchor. Breath is your path there. We have a short time left. Watch the breath. Watch the breath every day, all day. Keep the love of God in your heart, and you can never go wrong. Don't worry about the slings and arrows. Look to the highest power and know you are loved.
KSCO, Santa Cruz.
CBS News, I'm Deborah Rodriguez. President Trump busy tweeting about health care today, once again promising to cut off subsidies to insurance companies if lawmakers in Washington don't vote again to repeal Obamacare. Office of Management and Budget Director Mick Mulvaney on CNN.
If Obamacare is hurting people, and it is, then why shouldn't it hurt insurance companies and, more importantly, perhaps for this discussion, members of Congress? There is a certain benefit that members of Congress get as part of an OPM decision from a couple years ago, and I think the president is simply looking at this and going, is this fair?
But House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi tells Fox the fact that the repeal failed in the Senate proves it was the will of the people.
Since the election, they have seen what the replace might be, and they have rejected that overwhelmingly. People see what it means in their lives.
2 U.S. supersonic jets fly over the Korean peninsula in a show of power after North Korea's intercontinental ballistic missile test Friday. President Trump, in a tweet, urging China to do more. North Korea expert Gordon Chang on just what that